What's up, everybody? Welcome back to LEGO Fortnite, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a few different vehicles that'll help you get around your world. So, I had some people ask me to help, or show them how to build how to build a monorail. And I made the cheap monorail right here. Sorry, I'm going to get it out of my system. This is the gondola. What my brain is wanting to say for some stupid reason. This is the best design I came up with. I had a few others, but this one works the best. And then over here, probably my favorite one, we have a train. You can make these as long as you want. And as long as you just keep adding rockets onto it, it'll still be able to push it. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh, don't go out of there. Stay in there. I need to... the thing real quick so it doesn't. Why can brain not work right now? Okay, cool, there we go. And over here I've got 3 little platforms where there's nothing, because I'm going to show you guys how to build them all. First I'm going to show you them in action, and then I'll show you how to make them. So first off, we're going to start right here on probably the one most people know how to make, is the monorail. It's just a cheap, easy little thing. Sometimes it will crash, but then after a minute, it works perfectly. It can't really handle chests well at all, so I don't suggest using any, and that's why I built the stopper. You also want to make sure you stop it before it crashes into anything, because it can really fuck you up. You can see it broke all my jets and stuff. They can really mess up your vehicles and stuff, so don't ram into stuff like I just did. You always want to make sure that they are like evenly placed when you place jets and stuff, because with vehicles they are very finicky, and if you mess up, they can be off balance and it can mess you up pretty bad. Yep, see, even with 2 jets... No! It's gonna crash! Oh, crap. Oh, cool. Didn't crash. Sweet. Yeah, you can also just, like, nudge it in there. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, that's the monorail. You can see it's very small, super cheap, and easy to make. The gondola is a bit bigger, costs a little bit more, but as you can see, it can handle 2 chests really, really well. So we're just going to hop on here, hit the button, and off we go. And look at how fast this thing flies. It is incredibly fast. I love this thing. This is probably, well, this is my second favorite. The monorail is probably the lamest one that I've been able to come up with, or not that I came up with. I got the monorail from a video, or from a short. I don't know whose short it was, so I can't really give credit, because I don't look at the name of the shorts, or who posted them, so. Sorry. But, yeah, the monorail is effective, but it's probably the least effective out of all of these. But if you're going to build any of these, I suggest making the train, because, oh my god, the train is amazing. I am gonna go build it in my main survival world after this, because it is so good. You can see down there, I've only got 4 tires, only 2 on each side on the middle thing. You can make as many tires as you want, it will handle it a lot better. But with just 4 tires, I just fit 3 of these, so you can see this one is off a little bit from them. You don't really have to worry about getting things to work right, because it's just going in a straight line. It's got things to hold it in place right here, so it doesn't matter how you do it. And it'll do that sometimes, but all vehicles do. As you see, it's still pretty quick. I love this thing a lot. It'll make transporting stuff way fucking easier. So if you're going to make any of these, I highly suggest making the train. Only problem with them is you have to replace the thrusters every time on all of them. So if you do make the gondola or the train, make sure one of the chests on it just has a bunch of stuff for the jets. So that way you don't have to constantly go and farm up more when you're in other areas, because in areas like the snow area, it's really hard to do that. Ah! Went a little far. And the best part with the train is you can always just push it back, because it's got a track holding it in place. Okay, so we're going to come over here. First thing you want to do is build up really high, because you're not going to be able to make any of your structures go up, or any of the vehicles. They won't go up, they only go in a straight line. They don't have any like wedges or anything to make it so you can actually turn your vehicles yet. So you'll have to make like a weird complicated flying machine for that. But if you just want to go to another village or something, this is an amazing way to do it. So for both the monorail and the gondola, you're just going to use right here the rustic stair 2. These are what I always build up with, just because they're awesome and cheap. And then we're going to head over here to the floors. You want to find these thin floors, and you want to select rustic thin floor 3 because they are the longest one. I'll show you real quick the other two. See, so this one's the shortest, and then this one is about mid-range, and then this one is the longest one. Definitely want to use the longest one. And you're just going to want to build this out as far as you want to. I'm only going to build mini versions of these, because I'm not going to actually use them. Well, at least not fully. I'm just showing you guys how to make them and how they really work. And now we're going to make... Right, we're going to grab some of these, and we're going to build out a little platform underneath it, so that you can actually work on it from the bottom. So right here, we're going to build the monorail, because this is the one most people know how to make. So you just want to pull this out, and you want to try and get it right in the middle, like that. You want to try and get it to stay there. And then we're going to come down to the bottom and go back to the thin floors. You can use rustic thin floor 1 or 2. I like to use 1, just because it's smaller. And you want to stack these by 2 each. And remember to make sure that they're evenly placed. And then after you do that, you want to just stick this to the bottom of it, like that. And again, make sure you get it in the same place. It might take you a few tries to get it, but it's not too bad. And then you're just going to stick thrusters on it, and you're done. That's it. It's super easy to do. Like I said before, it doesn't really handle chests well, so probably don't use them. The only times I've ever used a chest on it, it broke. And this is the one that I currently have built in my main survival world to get to my other villages. And I'm not a fan. I'm really not. Definitely prefer the train over everything else. So there's that. Like I said, super easy, simple. Now we're going to move over here to the gondola. And we're going to head back to the rustic floors. Again, rustic floor 3 for the thing that it will be hanging from. You build it out as far as you want, like always. They can go about 3 biomes, I think, before you can't build anything anymore. Or at least not anything connected to it. Okay, so we're moving on to the gondola now. There was a little bit of cut there, because I messed up on building the gondola twice. So this is the 3rd time I'm making it for this video. But you want to build out the platform, and then instead of just having it go straight under it, you want to build it out 1 more, so that you have all the space to work with. And I'm going to place it right there, just like that. You want to actually build the gondola from the bottom up. That's why we're doing it like this. And now we're going to come over here to building structure or building parts. and come over to the supports. You can either use right here the support corner 1. This will work, but you'll have to connect it between. You'll have to connect the two parts because they're too small, and they won't really connect to each other like that. See how there's a little bit of a gap right there? You'll have to connect them with something, but that's fine. That'll honestly probably work a little bit better than what I'm doing, since there's that like perfect little hang part. But that's not what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go with the palatine pillar. This one I think is absolutely perfect to use. So I could put it off to the edge like this, but I'm not going to. I like to stick it like this. I'll put the corner, the back corner, right on the blue stud, and that's how I like to build my gondolas. So I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. Quick, boom, just like that. And you can see it's got a little bit of an overhang on the rail the thing it's going to be hanging from, but that's okay because that's what we want. And now you're going to come over here to foundations, and you either want to use the wood foundation 4 or the granite foundation 4. I'm going to use the granite one so you can see how I build under it a little bit. And you can see right there how the bottom left pillar is perfectly aligned. We want to do that, but then we want to give it an overhang, so we're going to give it 1 stud tick to the left and then 1 back, just like that, so that it has a perfect overhang on all 4 sides of 1 stud. And now you want to jump up here. Be careful not to just walk into it, because you'll do what I did the last few times I've done building this, and I've pushed it off the ledge and messed it all up. You don't want to do that. So now you want to come over here. You can either use Rustic Thin Floor 2 or Rustic Thin Floor 1. For this one, I like to use Rustic Thin Floor 2. And with this one, you want to stack it like 3 or 4 high so that it has a very small chance of falling off. I'm just going to stack it 3. Actually, no, we'll give it 4. Just like that. Because this one will be a little bit wonky at first, and afterwards you can break 1 or 2 layers and it will work perfectly after that. So now that we have that up, we can actually break this bottom foundation that we built for it. If I can hit it. There we go. And you can see right there, it just fell into place. And now we are going to pull out at first. No, we'll just go straight with big thrusters. So the reason I like to use these pillars is because you can always just place these perfectly on the pillars. Super simple. And you can use the little white, or not white, sorry, the lighter wood part at the top of it to match where you want to put your thrusters. And then you can either do it on the bottom or the top. I'm going to do this on the top so you guys can see a little bit better. But you want to use it, and sometimes it'll move off to the side. Sorry, let me come back up here. It doesn't look like it moved too much this time, but you can see this side has a little bit more of a gap than this one. Eventually it will just push against one of the sides completely. I would nudge it a little bit and see if your gondola is going to turn to the side, because sometimes for some reason it just does it, and it can really mess up your stuff. And that's why you also need to give it more layers at first for the bottom part so that it doesn't fall off. But anyway, we're going to move on to the one that everyone has probably been waiting for. We're going to move on to the train. So the train takes a bit more structures to build, but I think it's worth it. So we're going to go right here with building foundation 4. And then we're just going to build out, again, as much as you want to make it. I'm going to make it go out just a few. One more. Okay, there we go. And now we are going to pull out the granite foundation, this long one. I can't see the number of it. And you're going to want to snap it like this to the edges, right here on the end, and then build them all up one. And I would put out one extra like this, And it will help, so if you go and hit this, this will stop it from, like, turning to the side or anything. If it hits it and one of the tires tries to go up, this will make it so the tire can't go up over the little barrier. And now you're just going to want to build this all the way over on both sides. Until it connects to there. And we're going to do that again on the other side. The one that I made over there was just like a solid. I fully filled up both layers, but you don't have to do that. You can just do the top layer instead of doing the one underneath it. Okay, there was another little bit of a cut because the train just broke for some reason. When I broke the pillar to place it down, it just exploded. I have no idea why it did that. It should not have done that. But now we're just going to come over here, grab, you can either use this foundation or this one. I like to use this one because it gives you a bit more of a view. Just place it right in the middle, and then come grab the dynamic foundation. And you want to make sure that you place this one perfectly. It's a little difficult to do it with these, and I managed to do it. But after you manage to get that, you can either come over here, back to building parts, and use wood foundation 1 or granite foundation 1. And you just want to stick the little corners together just like that. Just make sure that the little corners of the white corners of the foundation and the granite are connected. Just like that. And after you get that done, you can come over here and grab some small wheels. And you're going to want to give them a little bit of space down below. Again, make sure they're centered, because it can be a little weird and finicky if you mess that up. And then after you get that, all you got to do, stand back and smash this, and it should fall straight into place. Just like that. Grab a torch real quick. So yeah, you can either leave it like that, and then it will just be like a car. Or you can come over here and you can snap on 2 extra train carts, or not train carts, sorry, 2 foundations. And if you make a really long train, you can make it like, hey, this is 1 train cart, and then have a little thing between and snap on more. But if you do make these, you want to make sure that you either have tires on more of these, or only add 2 to each side, because as you saw, or as you probably saw, when it was, when I only had 1 on in the back, it was tilted back, so this part was up a lot more. You don't want that, because there's a chance it will go off of here and it'll go straight over, and you don't want that. And now you can build stuff on it, and you can make it an actual train cart, or you can just stick some rockets to it. So we'll just throw a button on, we'll just throw it right there. And like I showed you guys before, the train cart handles chests very, very well. I have trouble finding them sometimes. Doesn't matter what ones you use, I'll just throw in some grand ones, because why not? Right there. It doesn't even have to be... I'm just going to throw that one out there to show you that it doesn't have to be even, either. And sometimes it will start off like that, but it does start off pretty slow, but it kicks up speed pretty quick. You can see right there, it kind of broke. So make sure you build that a little bit higher than I did. I don't know why it's doing it now. It didn't do that on the other one. But yep, there you go. That's how you build the monorail, the gondola, and the train / car. And there you go. If I think of any more vehicles, I will do a vehicle part 2. If you guys want to see me try and figure out how to do some cool flying vehicles or flying houses, I can try to do that. No promises though, but I can definitely give it a try. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you guys out. And yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comments how your guys' vehicle builds went. And let me know if there's any more stuff you guys want to see, because I'm out of ideas for tutorials and stuff, so it's just going to be playthrough now. Yeah, that's all I got for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and push the bell icon down below so you guys can get notified anytime I post a video. And that's it for this one. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!